Hi guys, how are you? I was wondering if I should share this one with you, but I got some life lessons from it, so I thought I would share it with you. So the other day I came to a parking lot. I was going to a place of business, and so I approached the parking lot that is it's respective to it, and the security guard came to me and said, "Hey, just park your vehicle right to the front and block these two vehicles." Now I realized that the parking lot was full. And so I said, "Yeah, but there's a parking lot right to the back in the corner there." So he's like, "Yeah, but don't park there. Just park here and just block these two vehicles." In my head, I'm like, "Well, I don't really want to block anybody." So I'm just like, is that parking spot reserved? He says no. So I'm like, "Well, why can't I park there?" You see, I want to understand why. I think I already know, but I want to understand if there's a legitimate reason or if it's just, unconscious bias. So he says to me, "Well, it's kind of far. You have to go walk far." So I'm like, "Listen, this parking lot is so small. It's like 8 cars on one side, 8 cars on the other, and three that are parked obscurely down the center." So I was like, "It's not far at all. I come to this parking lot all the time." He then says to me, "All right, well, you see, it's because you have to go turn on your vehicle, you have to go back in, and boy, the way that car parked down there, you have to go enter the parking space at an angle, and it just hard. So I just feel like you should have parked up here and block these two vehicles." So I said, "I can park there?" He said, "Yes." So I said, "Okay, I'm going to go park there." "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sure." Then he says, "May I forgot see this?" I don't pay him no mind. Wrap my vehicle, and yes, the parking lot is narrow, so I have to go front, back, forward, back, inch. Side views, rear view, side views, rear view. Because if you look off for a second, I promise you, you will scratch based on how the angle was. While I'm there making progress, I hear him saying, "Oh, it's a camera you use, it's a camera you use." And while he's saying that, side, rear, side, rear. By the time I pull into the parking space, parked my car, came out of it, he goes, "Yo, are you mirror them you was using? Yo, you can't drive, man." And all I did was smile, and I kept it moving. I had to go and come back for 1 o'clock. But guess what? The parking lot that I was parked in before is now completely full. And they're now saying that I need to park in a parking lot beside it, which is half the size of the one I parked in. And there's this one parking space, second from the entrance. However, this time that I approach this parking lot, there's 3 security guards and a man who washes the cars. I'm already anticipating what this correspondence is going to be like, right? So they were like, "Listen, you're going to have to go back in from way outside." So I said, "No problem." So I turned my vehicle out, and I'm now reversing in. Side view, rear view. Side view, rear view. The washerman says to me, "But baby, this car not too big for you." Other security guard is like, "Yo, I don't feel you're going to make this. I don't feel you can hold here." Other security guard said, "Boy, I feel you must park on the outside." And this conversation is going on across my car, over the bonnet, towards me. They're talking with their one another, but they're basically saying between each other that I can't do it. So when I start to wrap my vehicle and I'm now making it into this very weird parking, one fat one says to the other one, "Oh, is our camera she using?" Other guy says, "No, she uses her mirrors. She parked over next door and she was using her mirrors." And they were like, "Wow." So all of them were standing up there. While they're talking, I'm just focused on my mirrors. I park. When I get out, the men, "First me ever see this. Yo, I saw you park good." Huh. And all I did was smile. And I kept it moving. So you must be asking me, why am I sharing this story with you? And I thought it was so profound when I got home. Whenever you share with someone that you have a goal, that you have a dream, that you have a desire, chances are, and I don't think they're all being malicious, I think sometimes people can't see beyond what they know. Sometimes they have a particular type of experience or exposure, and so they kind of look at you and they say, "Boy, that dream too big, that dream too far. That is going to be too hard for you to achieve. Just park here. Just stay right here. It's safer. It's nicer." But leave that for the big guys. You can't manage it. And I think they do this because they think they're helping you, but they don't realize what they're doing. So these are the 5 takeaways. Number 1, when you declare that you want to do something, you're inviting a lot of voices to the table. Even if you're not inviting them, unsolicited advice is going to come your way. And at the end of the day, you must be able to ask the right questions, which I did. Ask the right questions. You have to be able to sieve out the sound advice from the bad advice. And then after that, You need to be able to say, all right, cool, I hear what all of y'all are saying, but at the end of the day, I know that I can park in that space. I know that I can get that dream. I know that I can attain that goal. So my voice, my inner being, my inner man has to be bigger, braver, bolder than everybody else out there. Because if not, they'll topple me over. If I had listened to those security guards, I might have just said, you know what? Let me just park on the outside and call it a day. But because I knew I could park there, I went and I parked there. So number one, you have to believe in yourself and you have to listen to that voice that you know you can do something. Number two, in all of this, as you start to make progress and you start to achieve and you start to make way, people are gonna blame it on excuses. It makes them feel better. They feel better justifying that your achievement and your accomplishment is because you're doing something. You know, she using her cameras. Oh, it's because him come from wherever him come from. Oh, it's because she's just beautiful. Oh, it's because he went to that school. People come up with all sorts of excuses to undermine your talent and your ability to reason out why it is you're achieving that very big goal that them done say you couldn't make. So number two, anticipate that they will undermine you by trying to come up with other reasons why they think you're getting through other than your actual talent or ability. Number three, in all the talks, the cross talks and all of this and the doubt and the blah, 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 going back and forth, really all I did was look at my side views and I looked at my rear views. When you have detractors around you and you have the naysayers and you have the dream killers, you know, to give them all of your energy and your attention takes you away. It takes you away from your goal. It takes you away from your dream. So what you have to do is get laser focused. Side view, rear view. Side view, rear view. And while everybody was there talking, I was parking my car. So while people are talking, get your goal and get your dream. Number four, in a world that is just so big on receipts, everybody wants to go out of their way to prove to people that they own the house, prove to people that they own the car, prove to people that they took this trip, prove to people. Everybody talk about these receipts. Nobody cares. Again, that's another way for you to just waste your time, your effort, and your energy on the wrong people doing the wrong thing. I could have said, you know, says 15 years of driving. You know, say me learn to drive on a stick shift. You know, say me learn on a minibus. You know, say me learn the largest vehicle I ever drive is a Dodge Ram 250 and I parked in smaller space. What's the purpose of all of that? What purpose would that have served if I stopped what I was doing to now give them the receipts? The receipt at the end of the day is the fact that I parked. When I parked my car is when everybody realized that I did what I said I was going to do. No explanation, no receipts necessary. So don't get in the habit of trying to explain to people all the time why you're going to achieve this and how you're going to. Yo, I don't say I'm going to do it and I did it. So go easy on the receipts. The proof is in the pudding. Just park your car. My fifth and final takeaway in all of this, which always happens, which is why you can't really give too much time and energy to people and what they say, is because the biggest people who are your naysayers and your dream killers and oh you can't do it and oh you dream too big, they're the same ones who go lick shot when you park your car. Here it is, we move from men who said she can't do it. It can't be done. She should just park her car elsewhere to, yo, you're the biggest thing on the road. And that is how people are. 1 second they're talking one way and the other second they're talking another way. So in all of these things, don't do things to please people. And don't do what all the time what people think you should do. At the end of the day, you just smile. You just look at them and you just say, yeah man, thanks. And you just keep it moving. It's not the time for you to gloat. It's not the time for you to go in your past. It's not the time for, no lecturing. Just smile and pass. So if you have a dream, you have a goal, you make mention of it to people, doesn't really matter what they say. Looking at your side views, looking at your rear view. Looking at your side view, looking at your rear view. And when you park your car, just come out and you just smile and you just say thanks. That's Terry's take.